call me warrior. They call me loyalty. And they call me ready to deploy, engage and destroy. Whenever you need me to be, I'm an American warrior. Citizen soldier. I'm an American warrior. Citizen soldier.
Football is family. It's a team sport. It's something that brings guys from different backgrounds, from different ethnicities, from different cultures to one team, and to play for one reason, one purpose.
Football is good for six.
Football is honor.
It's pushing that extra mile when you're just exhausted and you're tired.
It's a brotherhood. SVC football to me is putting on the gear every Friday night, playing for the cross that's on our jersey, and playing with integrity.
Y'all ready? Yeah!
SVC football is a lot of sweat, strength, bravery.
Breakdown! What are we gonna do? Somehow! What are we gonna do? Somehow! Breakdown!
Family.
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 It's a family.
Warriors on three! 1, 2, 3! Warriors! Yeah!
My goals was to play.
Nice.
That was my goal.
Really wanted to knock somebody out really bad. Just, alcohol, hospital settings.
To go out there to have fun, to win league championship, to get a CIF ring.
My goals for this season were to have a win a league championship, carry out another undefeated season like the season before, and go deep in the playoffs.
My goals for the season were to win league and have a good preseason.
My goals were to first, start. Was able to do that. Start, win league, and go to CIF, and we went to CIF and did everything.
Just the same, but I came to love you. Am I born to bleed? Any old time you keep me waiting. I got a love that keeps me waiting. I got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. I got a love that keeps me waiting. I got a love that keeps me waiting. I got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. I got a love that keeps me waiting. When you walk my way, I feel a rush come over me. A sharp panic. It's the things you say that makes a rush come over me. It happens all the time. I never was too good at following rules. Nah, I'm better just pretending I was a fool. All day, all night, I got the lights in my eyes, and I'm falling for you. Keep cool, stay tough, but that's never been.
Yes, I do, because we came out of the undefeated league season from the year before on a 12-1 record, and so I wanted to prove that we could do this twice in a row.
I think coming off a 12-1 record last year was something that we needed to come off of and try to repeat, and going 10-1 definitely was a surprise to most everybody, including myself.
Push inside of me that won't let me leave. But what could I say for you to feel what's inside of me? This happens all the time. I never was too good at following rules. Nah, I'm better just pretending I was the fool. Hear me out. All day, all night, I got the lights in my eyes, and I'm falling for you. Keep cool, stay tough, but that's never enough.
Brethren Christian. You want me to elaborate?
Yeah.
My favorite game was Brethren Christian. Having a breakout game, scoring 3 touchdowns.
I've told too many girls that I love them. I've told too many girls that I want. So why am I sitting here all alone? How do you measure fun? I've called lost property too many times, and I can't live properly. A piece of me died. I wasn't aware the Mona Lisa cried. Maybe I remember my decent side. What's the kisses off my neck and lock my past in the basement? I need to find your perfect replacement. Scream like you mean if you wanna go faster, cause I'll never slow down. Tears of a clown, my bitch the Motown. Found what he needs and his heart still bleeds, but you'll never take a ride on his merry-go-round. Hope you remember my love, remember my name. Put a message in the post, I hope you get it by me. Lock my past in the basement. I found your perfect replacement.
Sherman Indian and Fairmont are my favorite games.
My favorite game this year was probably the same game, Fairmont game. And
My favorite game this season was the Fairmont game, clinching league championship.
Favorite game this season?
Favorite game, I have to say, was probably the Brethren game. I just felt like a lot of energy in that one and everything. That was really cool. But Fairmont game.
My favorite game this year, well, I had games really. The Fairmont game when we clinched the league championship from the Fairmont Huskies, that was huge. Me and Mikey went and scouted them earlier in the season. We stole one of Ricky J's posters. That was pretty funny, or 2 of them.
My favorite memory was scoring the winning touchdown over Ricky J, playing Fairmont.
Nice.
I conclude this interview.
are you feeling about the game?
Feeling a little excited, a little emotional, a little intense, a little happy, a little sad, a little stressed, a little relaxed, just basically a mix of every emotion in the rainbow. I feel our talent level, we are definitely above them. Concentration-wise, I don't know, we'll have to tell. At this point, there's really nobody here. I know I was watching football all day, but I don't know what anybody else is doing because I'm not my brother's keeper. I really feel that we can win, and we should win because we're better, and I'm better. And I'd like to just take a moment to say that I'm pretty good, and that I should do well. The wind is pretty bad. It's kind of windy, as you can tell from the wind blowing in the background, the balloon. We're gonna see how the ball goes through the air. Seeing that the wind is always a factor. Yeah. Anyways, just I think that's about it. I'm good for 6, and I'm gonna be sitting in the end zone all game long. There's only 3 things in life that are certain: death, taxes, and the fact that I'm gonna be open every single time.
And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is why we're waiting for. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is what we're waiting for.
favorite memory was scoring the winning touchdown against Fairmont and sending them home crying.
I think probably Sherman Indian. 240 pounds versus like 180. Taking them down 10 times, it's pretty good.
My favorite memory would be at the CSDR game when I got that touchdown pass. That was my favorite memory.
My favorite memory this season was beating Fairmont Prep for our 3rd consecutive league championship.
My favorite memory was Josh in the CSDR game trucking that number 21 and then diving into the end zone to score the 2-point conversion.
Running Mike Kanov over in the Fairmont game. My own teammate. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday.
Mash up the place.
And make them all have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday.
And then, Rebay, because Rebay, talked it up all week long, and then kind of went out and stomped them so bad that we had to mercy them. So.
And then the Rebay game, and I had never seen our team play with that much intensity and passion, and we just went out there and we completely dominated and destroyed them. So that was a big game for us.
Question of enough, pal. It's a zero-sum game. Somebody wins, somebody loses. How much is enough?
This is how an angel dies. Blame it on my own supply. Blame it on my ADD, baby. Sail. Sail. Maybe I should cry for help. Maybe I should kill myself. Blame it on my ADD, baby. Maybe I'm a different breed. Maybe I'm not listening. So blame it on my ADD, baby.
My name is Michael Jared Robinson, left defensive tackle, senior. I am an SVC Warrior.
My name is Michael Anthony Canava I, wide receiver, corner, and I am an SVC Warrior.
I'm Clayton Vider, play offensive defensive line, and I am an SVC Warrior.
I'm Daniel Fawcett. I play for Saddleback Valley Christian Football. I'm a receiver. I am an SVC Warrior.
I am Jordan McIntosh, offensive guard and linebacker, and I am an SVC Warrior.
Eric Spike, quarterback, free safety. I am an SVCS Warrior.
Henry Solis, running back and outside linebacker, and I am a Warrior.
My name is Jordan Nadit, wing, linebacker. I am an SVC Warrior.